Hello, vlog people. I feel like it's been about 800 years since I've said that because I banked so many vlogs on the cruise, on the Rosie cruise, and I haven't done anything since I've been back. Look at this. It's very weird. It's like I'm in on one of those TV shows where we're gonna we're gonna talk to dead people or something. Look how everything sort of has this weird lighting glow. I'm not doing an effect, kids. This is what it's like in my house. It's kind of a weird lighting glow. All right, I'm going to try to answer some Sam questions because I haven't answered them in so long. I'll tell you the real honest truth. The real truth, besides that I had all those vlogs from the cruise, the real truth of why I didn't want to do another vlog is because, as you know, I've been talking about this secret that I have that I'm waiting to announce. Well, I can't announce it yet. And so I keep thinking that I'm going to get permission to announce it, but I have not had that yet. And so I keep thinking, well, I'll wait, and then I'll be able to actually say the news since I made such a thing about it. But I'm not allowed to do that. So I just have to move on, and I'll announce it when I can. So here's some questions. All right, okay. Sam, I was wondering, what is the craziest encounter you've had with a fan? I've signed some very peculiar body parts. I've had some people that have just sort of emotionally freaked out, and it's very hard to communicate with them. And oh my God, I had one experience. This was like not a good thing. I may have talked about this before because it was so vivid in my memory. Where this guy had stood on line forever at a record signing, and they were whisking me off to go to the next place. And that was not my policy. I like to stay until everybody's done, especially if they've waited, you know. And they were whisking me away, and I watched this guy in the rearview mirror. They threw me in the car in the limousine, and we were off to the next record signing, and I turned around because he was like, please, please, and I'm like, I can't, and they literally physically took me in the car, kind of like Paris Hilton. And I looked back, and he took the CD, and he threw it on the ground, and he stamped on it, and he was like, I hate you! And that was scary because I really learned how fast it can turn on a dime. Like if somebody is really, really a great fan, a supporter, and they love you, maybe too much in the wrong way, then it can turn on a dime. It's like life, it's like relationships. It's like if you really are like crazy over something, you're so emotionally volatile about it that it can turn on a dime, and then you hate them as much as you love them. It's all in the balance, isn't it? And then I also have had like people go through my garbage and stuff, which is kind of trippy because you don't really want people to go through your garbage. I don't really want people to know that I like gorged myself on Mexican food and then Reese's peanut butter cups. Look at the glow from the paper. I guess it's just natural, but you know why? Because I'm glowing. Because I'm so freaking happy. My life is full, kids. Lots of good stuff going on. Okay, going on. If you could have a movie made about your life, who would play you and why? It's tricky because of the music. Because obviously the obvious choices to play me would be like Brad Pitt because of the clear resemblance. But then we would have to be overdubbed by... Well, maybe they'd use my own soundtracks and he could lip sync to them. But that would be the... I mean, what kind of a silly question is that? Clearly Brad Pitt would play me in the movie of my life. Okay, let's see here. I was wondering... I saw you in the life twice on Broadway. I was wondering if the live was ever done in Los Angeles, and if so, were you in it? It was not. It's never been done anywhere in New York. We didn't even tour that. Did we tour the live? We didn't even tour it before Broadway. We didn't even pre-Broadway tour it. It went straight to Broadway. And straight out. Didn't do it after that. I think it should be done in Los Angeles and Chicago and major cities. I think it would be great. Oh my God, it's already 4:20. How do I do this? Sam, as a fellow Oklahoman, I was wondering if you could comment on District 84 Representative Sally Kern's views about the homosexual agenda. She said that homosexuality is the biggest threat our nation has, even more so than terrorism or Islam. Can you believe this crap is coming from a public elected official? Well, yes. Yeah, I saw those. I don't think she knew that was going to be seen by so many people. It was in a little meeting of like 50 people. If you're interested, folks, go to, just type in her name, Sally Kern's, on YouTube, and you could find it. It's pretty horrible that homosexuality is the biggest threat this nation has above terrorism and Islam. I don't personally perceive Islam as a threat to this country. but I perceive fundamentalists as a threat to this country. Certainly fundamentalists, anything. And Sally Kearns is a fundamentalist. So my thing is that I think it's very sad. I also heard that one of her kids was gay. It's like the Cheney thing. What is that? But I find that anybody who is a fundamentalist in their beliefs and they have that kind of extreme opinion and judgment, that's who's dangerous to this country and to any country. So Sally Kearns, I hope that, the people of Oklahoma, my state, it kind of pains me to think that. Of course, maybe they didn't know. Now they know. So we'll see. Will she be elected again? That's the ticket. It's like the Bush thing, right? First time out, we thought, what's the worst thing that could happen? Oh my God! Who knew? And then I was in Europe. Danny and I were in Europe right before the second election. And we asked Europeans, what do you think about what's going on there? And they said, we've always thought of you Americans as sort of daft and a little slow and very young. And we forgive you a lot. But now you know the information. So if you make the same mistake twice, we won't be able to forgive you in the same way. So I think we can apply that to Sally Kearns. She should have her little ass, fat ass actually, ridden right out of Oklahoma on a rail. Maybe to Kansas or something with the Phelps people. Okay, Sam. Last Saturday, a friend of mine lost his life in a car accident. I've been sharing your songs. We find solace in the lyrics. There's no question here. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me. That's probably the greatest blessing of what I get to do, is I can get to distract people by making them laugh sometimes, or I get to express something that's important to me through music that touches me, that has brought me solace, or that reaches somewhere in my heart. And by expressing that and making it public, it can be a means of expression for somebody else. So thank you very much for telling me. That really makes my day. Sam, we've now come to the 5th anniversary of the Iraqi War. I keep seeing pieces of an interview from the Today Show where Mr. Bush reminds us that the war came here first. Where was I? Saddam didn't come here. Bin Laden did. And we don't know where he is. What are your thoughts? Has anything positive come from this? You know what positive has come from it? The things that have happened in this country, Bush is a reflection of this country. The way that we have voted is a reflection of this country. Our nationalism and our bigotry is a reflection of this country. So the positive thing that I think has come from this horrible mistake is that it is waked us up, woken us. It has waked us. It has wakened us. We're up. The people who were on the fence have come to a clearer, truer understanding. So I think there's always positive in obstacle. There's always positive. There is always opportunity in tragedy. So I think the positive thing is we have an opportunity to wake up and to change this course and to put people in power through election who really do represent what we truly believe. That's the good news. That's the positive part. And we have the opportunity to do that very shortly. If we don't learn, that will be very sad. Okay, I had to leave and come back because the phone... I've got time for like one more. All right, Sam, I was wondering if you were a morning person or a night person. I used to be a night person. And then when I got sober, I became more of a morning person. And now I love the morning and I love the night. I love most hours of the day. But I would say I'm more of a morning person now than a night person. For years and years, I was night. And lastly... Looks like you had fun with the kids on our family vacation. I think 40-ish is the male bio clock time. Sam, is your clock ticking? Tick-tock. Okay, gotta go. Do something wonderful for somebody.